everybody. I doubt everybody did that. Hey there, Curt and Jen in the morning. This is our pod and video cast. Jen's quite the dancer.
I gotta keep myself awake, Curt Cruz.
It is pretty early for us. I know. Whenever you're listening to this, right now for us, it's, 4:35, something like that. Early. Anyway, thank you for being here. While you're here listening and enjoying, like, follow, subscribe, whatever else you can do. Love, is there a love one?
We just want you to do all of that. Whatever you can do, whatever your platform allows you to do to interact with us, please do it.
What does today denote?
2 weeks until Christmas.
That's right. I know you're keeping track.
2 weeks until Christmas time.
Are you ready?
If we wake up in 2 weeks, it'll be Christmas. I meant when. Well,
there's okay. How about on today's show, Jen is going to share something. What is this all about? Why did it take Marty McFly 4 tries to get back to 1985?
Is that a good tease or what?
I didn't know he had 4 tries. Okay. Subway has a brand new Footlong item that I think you're going to like.
I have a Footlong for you.
Okay, here. Jamie Foxx's long hospital stay has been explained.
One of Curt's favorite athletes has been named Athlete of the Year, and you're so excited about it that you put it in the show.
Jen was like, meh. I'm like, everybody wants to hear about this.
Okay.
How long could you go without your phone if you were getting paid to be without your phone? All right.
I could go a long time, I feel like. And the best Christmas bonus / gift you've ever received from an employer.
That's what we're going to find out here in just a bit.
But first, let me tell you why I only had 3 hours of sleep last night.
Okay.
It was a fun night last night. I'm just going to start with that. Me, Riley, my oldest daughter, my youngest daughter, Macy, and Pat, hot firefighter boyfriend Pat, all had a little holiday excursion to downtown Seattle, which traffic was terrible getting there. But we did Santa pictures at Nordstrom, at the downtown Nordstrom, which I've never done. I usually go to Alderwood for Santa pictures, and we decided to do something different, and it was so fun.
Was that a good Santa at Nordstrom?
It was a great Santa. It was a great set. They gave you hot cider, they gave you free cookies, they gave you free candy canes. It was awesome.
I like it already.
And it was way cheaper than when I go to Alderwood Mall, I can tell you that.
Okay, so then...
and then we went to Din Tai Fung for dinner, and then we went to see Back to the Future at the Paramount, which is playing now through December 22nd.
I've seen the spots for that, and the guys, whoever plays Marty, has got a crackly voice like, you made a thing out of a DeLorean? Kind of like,
he was
Michael J. Fox does.
He was awesome, and he's actually local. The guy that plays him is from Seattle.
Fantastic.
So we're watching the show, and it's got so much cool technology in it. And the set changes, and I mean, it's awesome. And the guy that played George McFly, awesome.
Okay.
So, with technology comes what, Curt? When you have a lot of technology, failure.
Oh.
So we're into the second act, and Marty's trying to get back to 1985 and going really fast. They have a DeLorean on stage. That's so cool. And then all of a sudden the screen comes up and says something like, please hold, we have to catch up with the time-space continuum. Okay. So we're thinking, okay, this is kind of cool. But then it starts to get longer, and Riley's like, they're going to wait for 10:04, and then they're going to come back, because that's the time that Marty needs to be, when the lightning strikes.
Okay.
So we're like, 10:04 goes by, 10:15. So then it comes up, and they're like, okay, with applause, we're going to restart the show. That happened 3 times. The show was delayed for nearly 1 hour.
Because why?
Technical difficulties. They couldn't get the car to turn right to go with the motion, like all the lights and the, I don't know, like you're going down the street. Yeah. They couldn't get it to match. And so finally we're like, the show must go on. I mean, people were even yelling, the show must go on. Like, just figure it out.
Right.
And so finally they just kind of improvised it. They opened the curtains back up, improvised a little bit, and on we went. But it was a long ass show because of that 1 hour delay. There you go. But we're seeing, I'm sure that that was the first night. They got all the kinks out. It's good to go.
All right.
That's
so you recommend it, just not with an hour delay.
I do recommend it. And are you going to go to it?
Yeah, if we can.
Somebody asked me if it was worth the money because I posted something on Facebook, and I think it was Ina that asked, is it worth the money? And I would say yes, because it's kind of cutting edge musical theater. It's different than the standard stuff. And there's good acting.
Love it. I don't have as good of a story.
2 thumbs up. Go. What is it?
I just woke up to dog barf this morning. You know the sound? alarm clocks that are loud sometimes you sleep through, but I do not ever sleep through. But poor Bella.
So Bella barfed?
Yeah, but we got her, and that's the thing. And anybody has a dog that, of course, they occasionally get sick or whatever, knows this. They're just going to barf where they're standing, and you're like, come on, get in the bathroom.
No, they don't want to move.
Get onto the tile.
They won't. And
get outside.
They want to barf on something cushiony.
Well, I don't know if that's it, or they're just like, hey, I have to barf. I'm stopping where I am.
Regardless. They've always, Sailor always seems to find the carpet.
Yeah. So we got her into the tile in the bathroom, so that was good. That's the end of the barf story. I don't want to talk about barf anymore.
Okay.
You just said, what happened last night? I was like, well, the dog barfed.
The only other thing that I want to mention is that everything Christmas makes me happy. And so when I go in stores to go shopping and there's Christmas stuff, I want to buy all of it.
Okay.
That's all.
And
I don't even know why. No, I don't, because I don't have the US dollars. I'm trying to use my money for gifts for people.
Wisely.
There you go. I have enough Christmas stuff, but I want to buy more.
Why don't you just make some gifts for people? You're creative. You can make stuff.
No one wants anything that I'm going to make, Curt.
They do too.
No, move on.
Don't knock yourself so much. All right, this is actually a story.
This is sad. Like, I had no idea that this was happening to this person.
Well, there was some time last year when Jamie Foxx was kind of, MIA, and people are like, well, what's going on? And all we got was he was having some kind of a medical thing. It was very vague, and now we know why, because Jamie's Netflix special, Jamie Foxx's special, is called What Had Happened Was, finally hit Netflix yesterday, and it explains that he was fighting for his life in a hospital last year. This is last April. Jamie said he had a bad headache, asked a friend, hey, can you get me some aspirin? Before he could even take the aspirin, he was unconscious. And it turns out that he had a brain bleed that led to a stroke and then a coma.
That lasted for 3 weeks.
All that stuff, yeah. So this was really a huge deal. I mean, because I'm thinking, okay, people are saying, I'm exhaustion, I'm going to cancel some shows or whatever. So here's what Jamie had to say. Jamie Foxx said it was oddly peaceful being unconscious. Quote, I saw the tunnel, but I didn't see the light. And it was hot in that tunnel. Crap, am I going to the wrong place?
He said that?
Yeah. So
that's interesting.
Yeah, but now, and it was a long recovery too, obviously, getting back from that. But at the end of the show, Jamie thanked his doctors, nurses, God, the city of Atlanta, and everyone who prayed for his recovery. So that was what happened with Jamie Foxx.
Now we know.
He's well.
And you can watch it on Netflix.
There you go.
Would you rather get a surprise gift or something you asked for? This is a hard question for me. Do you have a clear answer for yourself?
Yes.
What is it?
Well, we have such a small family. And I'll remind people that both my parents were only children. It's my mom, dad, my mom's passed, 2 sisters, and me. Neither of my sisters have any kids. So there's no nieces, there's no nephews, there's no uncles or aunts or anything. All there is me, my dad, 2 sisters.
It's not too late for you and Dana to have babies.
That's not where I was going, but I said it is. But so we just all agree, and it's the simplest thing. I'm like, listen, we give each other things all year long. Typically Dana and I will fly to Florida to see everybody for the holidays, which, we're like, hey, is that a gift? And of course, like, well, Dana comes, it's a gift, but not when you come. And so it's just been like $25, keep it at $25. Everybody buys something for everybody, which is frankly, what's the point? It ends up being gift cards mostly anyway. So.
Yeah.
Which, so there's our deal.
So what is it? You don't exchange gifts, or you do something?
We do exchange gifts, but it seems kind of pointless. So the Dana is making gifts for people this year. A couple of years ago, she made some cool lip balms.
Yeah.
And I think this year's going to be something, she made specialty soap for people last year, and this year is going to be something else that's like super secret.
Okay.
But I was like, awesome. You can make lip balm, you can make soap, babe? And she's like, yep, here I go.
Good for Dana.
Now, what's your take on it?
I think that if people are going to ask me what I want for Christmas and I give them a list, then I would want something from that.
You have a list.
Or because I get lists from people because I don't want to get them something they don't want because it's a pain in the ass to bring it back,
Well, that is true.
I want to get something that people like and want and will use. Or if they need it, fine. If they need it, I'd like to get something they want. But a surprise gift is awesome for sure. Mm-hmm. If it's awesome.
And you can use it. The other thing is, I don't know about you, but we're trying to get rid of stuff in our lives. We're trying to pare everything down.
There's stuff that I want, though. I want things.
And that's, you know what? That's what the holidays are for, is to say, I want this thing that I would typically not buy for myself.
And
whatever,
yeah.
a lava lamp or whatever the heck it is. So,
Anyway.
okay, so you make your list. All right, so here's the deal. As far as would you rather get a surprise gift or something you asked for, people said, you know what? A little more than half of people said they prefer to be surprised, even if they might not like what they get. All right?
Really?
Mm-hmm. Now, just 1/4 of people said they'd rather ask for something and get it.
Okay.
And
I mean,
the
it is
rest are
fun
like,
to be surprised, but again, if it's the surprise is only awesome if the gift is awesome.
And then you have to start. You have to fake your. Oh, wow.
Fake. I hope you fake better than that, Curt.
I love it. We had that list a while ago of what you shouldn't say when you get a gift you don't like, which is like, oh, I've always wanted one of these, or something like that, or gee, you shouldn't.
I've never
have.
seen something like this before.
Yeah. So there you go. That's it. Either way. There's no right or wrong. Either you like the unexpected gift or you want them to get something from your list. I don't even make a list, but Jen has a long list for you to look at, okay?
Sticking with the holiday theme, the hardest person to shop for the holidays. So people were asked that question. Who's the hardest person on your list to shop for?
Okay.
1 in 5 said their partner or spouse. And that they'll devote 9 hours of their life trying to find the perfect gift for them this year.
Who are these people? 9 hours? Well, you know what?
Did you buy stuff or do you and Dana exchange?
Well, the problem is we don't ever say what we want because we're like, you know what? You don't have to get me anything. And so we're left to come up with something. We want to have a couple gifts under the tree, right? Because that's what you want. But it's not a big to-do. Again, there's no kids and family members and whatever around. So, but usually I have a pretty good idea of what she wants and vice versa.
Okay, can I just share something? My friend Stacy, one of my best friends who passed away, I was always impressed with her husband Ryan, who would every year come up with a theme for her gifts.
Oh.
And so like one year it was warm and cozy or something like that. And he bought her this like luxurious blanket and a really special mug for hot tea. And like everything was based on this theme. And he would write a little note to go with it. I mean, I just thought it was so thoughtful and awesome.
He wins. He raised the bar for the rest of us, though, right?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. So either way, I don't know. Maybe I should start making it. Maybe I should start making lists.
Did that say the average person will buy 16 presents this year?
Yep. Around 1/4 of those will go to kids. There you go. See, the rest are for people like extended family, friends, co-workers, and pets. I don't have friends or extended family.
I guess a coworker? Am I?
I have friends.
In low places.
Yeah, and some in high places. All right.
I want to know about this new Subway Footlong.
Don't read ahead because I want you to
Is
get
it worth it?
surprised.
Okay, I won't. I'm
Okay.
just going to close my... I was not going to read. I'm
Okay.
closing my eyes.
Subway has a new footlong. Of course, Subway, America's most popular sandwich chain since 1965. They owe much of their success to their signature footlong sandwiches. And starting in January, you'll be able to indulge in a brand new footlong offering. The
Okay, what is it?
The footlong Oreo cookie.
What? How? Tell me more.
Oreo.
Do you have more?
Well, they already have some footlong cookies, which I didn't even know.
Yeah, they have the chocolate chip ones, right?
So they do have, you can still enjoy their double chocolate peppermint cookie.
Oh.
As well as the other ones that you mentioned. But starting in January, Oreo will join Subway's holiday footlong cookie lineup. It likely will feature a chocolate cookie layered with signature cream filling and topped with Oreo crumbles. Because I was thinking, if you're one of the people that like to twist the Oreo apart, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then eat.
You're not going to be able to do that.
It's going to be very challenging.
No.
Now, here's a fun fact, even though it's not Fun Fact Friday. The cream inside Oreo cookies has been studied for many, many years, and it's been compared to the giving your brain the same feeling it gets when high on cocaine. So when you say this is like crack, you're kind of right. Jen.
What? Okay. I did like the little part here. So until the Oreo cookie comes available, there's double chocolate peppermint cookie, which you mentioned, that's available right now. Or if you go to Canada, you can get a gingerbread cookie. A foot-long gingerbread cookie.
Is that worth a trip up north?
Maybe.
I would say so.
Let's go to Victoria on the Princess Marguerite. That's the Victoria Clipper, but that's what it used to be. The jingle.
All right.
Wait, hold on. Speaking of jingle, did you submit your Oscar Mayer Wiener entry?
No, I wasn't going to. You were.
I did.
Well, December 10th was the deadline, right?
No, the 15th. You still have time.
Okay, yes. Yourself singing the Oscar Mayer. Well, now I got to explain it. Yourself singing the Oscar Mayer Wiener or baloney?
No, baloney.
Yeah, okay, so
if you sing go to, I think it's Sing for Pay or something like that, singforpay.com.
They're going to pick one person who's going to get...
1,000 people will get $50 gift cards.
In like a year of baloney?
Maybe something like that, but you can't win if you don't enter.
Where is that? We had that information 2 weeks ago. We've lost it since then.
Okay.
Do I need to play more?
Yes,
music?
play it again.
I'm going to
Sorry.
put transition music another time.
I put in baloney.
That's right. It was baloney.
BOLOGNA.
Wicked in movies.
Speaking of singing along.
Don't go to wicked.com. That's another website. Go to wickedmovie.com. They were saying before, you know what, people, when you go see Wicked, please refrain from singing along because people know all the songs and it's easy to want to sing popular, you know.
But they don't, because people want to see the movie and enjoy the lines and the singing of the people that got paid a lot of money to do it.
Right. But now it has been out for a little while. There are going to be some special sing-along screenings for Wicked.
Okay. When? How? Where?
Do you know all the songs,
No.
Okay. It's
popular.
You know, the Defying Gravity is the other one, right?
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
Okay, how about I guess they're extending its theatrical run with a series of sing-along screenings over the holidays. So they're talking about the songs. Well, here we have Popular, Dancing Through Life, The Wizard and I, Defying Gravity, singing at showings. This is just saying that they were telling people to refrain from that before.
Okay.
But now you got to keep an eye out for the special sing-along screenings. It does not say locally where that's going to be.
Well, AMC theaters.
Yeah. Okay.
So
perfect. I don't know.
Check your local listing, if you will,
and make sure you're actually at a sing-along one before you start singing.
Right.
Or you're going to be doing a solo. Even this is Cynthia Erivo from Wicked. She's encouraging people to sing along to sing-alongs too. She's like, I'm okay with it. We spent a whole bunch of time singing for this movie, so other people sing now.
Great.
Love it. You got the okay of the star of the movie as well.
That'll be fun. Those will be fun little events to go to. Pennsylvania town attempts a world record for the longest dance.
Largest dance.
Largest.
Not any old dance. The Macarena.
They're trying to get the most people doing the Macarena at the same time.
Yes, which I thought.
And can we be part of it?
Well, here's the deal. There already is a world record for people doing the Macarena.
How many?
Most people.
What
and that
is
was
it?
2,219. Which I'm like, I had no idea. Who would have thunk it? But there you go.
Back
now,
in 2011. Okay.
Newton, Pennsylvania, the Business Association asked participants and spectators from their Newtown? I'm going to say Newtown Holiday Parade. Say, after the parade, we're going to gather in Sycamore Street. Man, this sounds so
I love
towny.
it.
We're going to gather in the middle of Sycamore Street after the parade and perform the dance moves associated with the Macarena. All right? And try to get the world record on that again. As it stands, this was set in England, so the English have it right now. 2,219 people, the largest Macarena dance. So hopefully they will, they already did the dance.
And they've submitted it?
They've submitted it, so now they have to go to Guinness, and they're going to look at evidence from the record attempt, including video recorded by drones.
Did it say up above on that article, like how many people they had?
It doesn't say anywhere. He just said, well, the quote is, based on our participant list and based on all the people we had here, I think we came pretty close to, if not breaking the record. That's Dan Petty of the Newtown Business Association.
Dan, if you're going to try to break a record and you have a whole event for it, you should know your numbers.
Right. Not just, a whole bunch of people. It's probably
I think we probably came close to it if we did. If not beating it. No. Yeah.
We'll find out. So look for that. That
for
breaking news
out loud.
coming soon to you. All right. Miss Jen?
A woman won money for being without her phone.
Tell me about this.
So this is not in our country. This is a woman in China. Recently won the equivalent of $1,380 after successfully completing a public welfare challenge, which tested people's ability to stay away from their phones for 8 hours. I would do that. $1,000 you don't have to be with your phone for 8 hours.
Let's take a step back. This is insane that this is even a thing.
It is insane.
I'm going to give you money for who is the person who can be without their phone the longest?
It's not the longest. It was just you had to be. I mean, I don't know. It was a small-scale stunt that a local business held to raise awareness for smartphone addiction. Ooh. So it's not like it was open to everyone in China. She was the only person. She was the only person who could do it, though.
She's the most addicted phone person?
No, I think what they're saying is because it doesn't say in here, unless I've missed it, how many people they like. It smells like this small business. Chose a certain few people that were maybe addicted to their phone, right?
Okay.
Then they had to go for 8 hours without their phone. They had to go 8 hours without their phone.
I went that for a full-time job. Every day.
She was the only one that was able to do it.
Every day for 8 hours, I can absolutely go without my phone.
Me too.
And pocket $1,380.
Yeah.
You can't go without your phone for 8 hours?
Yes, I can. I just need to take a nap. That's all I need to do. I don't need my phone.
I don't think that does that count if you say I'm not on my phone, I'm napping?
I don't know.
All right.
Okay, talk about your girl.
I'm going to.
I know you are.
Because this is not just about Caitlin Clark. This is about what they're calling the Caitlin Clark effect.
Oh, geez.
I'm not making that up. It's a thing.
Tell us more, Curt.
So here's the deal. Time magazine named Caitlin Clark Athlete of the Year for 2024, as if there could be anybody else.
And she's from your alma mater, your college, right?
That's
college.
Ancient news now, but yes.
I know, but I'm just saying that that love affair with her
yes. And we're
started with her being...
She's setting records at the University of Iowa, and so then she was the number 1 draft pick overall, and she was picked by the Indiana Fever, so now she's in the WNBA. So the records that she set herself led the entire league in assists, won Rookie of the Year, and made the all WNBA first team. All right.
And that was her first year, her rookie year.
Well, there were some naysayers and haters like, listen, she's in college basketball. Once she gets to the WNBA, it's going to be different. She's going to have to really, Yeah,
what's going to be different is she's going to be making a lot of US dollars. That's what's going to be different.
That was not the case until recently, because they didn't pay very well at all, because they didn't have much viewership in the WNBA. As you know, how many WNBA games have you watched in your life?
Maybe like 5.
Okay, so there you go. The Caitlin Clark effect is this.
Okay.
The WNBA attracted an all-time record of more than 54 million unique viewers across ABC, CBS, ESPN, ESPN2, and everything. For the regular 22 regular season game, a record a number of games telecast and averaged at least 1 million viewers.
Okay.
It was the most viewed WNBA regular season ever across ESPN, a 170% increase from last year. CBS Sports saw an 80% increase of viewership from last year. ION's WNBA viewers up 133% from last year. And overall, ABC's presentation of the AT&T WNBA All-Star Game, that was up 305% over last season. This is all due to one player.
How can they say it's one player? Because their games, it was the games that she played in were the raising of the
most viewed games for. I'm not going to go into every game, but the biggest game from last year was the Las Vegas Aces at Indiana, and she's on Indiana. So all these Indiana games. In fact, you may remember when we were first talking about this, for the WNBA season here. They were saying, okay, tickets available to all these games. You can get them in advance, except against Indiana, because they were going to
jack up the price for it.
I don't know if they're going to special prices or not. It is a phenomenon. Period.
Okay, I mean, I love it. Yeah. I love it.
And I do believe, because she, of course, she's got all kinds of endorsements, money, and that kind of stuff coming in. But overall, it really has raised the game and the popularity of the game.
I hope she gets paid a lot of money. What was my question going to be?
What was your question?
So she got Athlete of the Year according to what? Just
Rookie of the Year for the WNBA.
But was she named Athlete of the Year overall?
Made the all WNBA first team. I don't even know if there's so many.
Go up again. That was Times Athlete of the Year. That's what I was getting at.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
She was Time Athlete of the Year, which is mega.
Yes. Good going, Caitlin. And she's still a cool person. Sometimes you get big and big-headed. I don't know.
Okay.
Thank you for indulging me.
You're welcome. The best Christmas bonus / gift you've ever received from an employer. That is what we asked you on the Curt and Jen in the Morning podcast question of the day, which we post every weekday on our Facebook page.
And we love that you always turn out in droves with your answers or suggestions to whatever it may be. And this time was no different.
Yeah.
There were a lot of people, because we tried to think, and I felt kind of badly about this, because I know that there's a boss of mine out there probably listening in Detroit. Probably not. Remember that year I gave you a $500 bonus? No, I don't. We decided that the best we ever got was a Yeti mug.
Christmas mug. Yeti mug for Christmas.
Did it have a Sinclair logo or a Fisher logo on it?
It was a Lotus logo.
Lotus. Okay, it was from Lotus.
Lotus logo.
We'd have got there.
The people that fired us.
Yes. Well, that gave us a nice Yeti mug.
That's true.
That was a nice
Okay,
thing.
so Brian said awesome sports tickets.
That was his best Christmas bonus or gift ever received.
Rita said $1,000.
How about that? What about Jackie? What's her deal?
Jackie said it wasn't from an employer, but she got it from a vendor. She's a salesperson.
Mm-hmm.
Got it from a vendor. It was literally a bucket of makeup from a guy she'd never met in person.
Mm-hmm.
She said, picture a childhood sand bucket filled with cheap drugstore makeup in frosted shades. She said it was special.
I love that.
Yeah.
How about Marilyn? When I began my 46-year career at age of 19, my first Christmas bonus in 1978 was $10. And then she went on to that was her only job. Her first and only job. And she got a $10 Christmas bonus in 1978.
Oh, Marilyn, that's kind of awesome.
Very memorable, too, certainly.
David said $100 from Peter Weisbeck. So Peter Weisbeck is a talk show host. That's funny. So David's in radio. It was a lot of money in the day, and it was in addition to a thoughtful gift. That's nice.
Marty got catered lunch from some of the docs at the surgery center. There she goes.
Big whoop.
Alexandra said $500 with some Beat headphones. That's actually...
Oh my,
pricey.
That's awesome.
Alexandria.
Yeah. Kathy said I work for a public elementary school, so not much.
Oh,
hopefully the parents give you stuff, though.
Jan said a travel agency gift certificate enabled hubby and me to take a wonderful weekend away with friends. That's huge.
That would be awesome. That's a great gift.
Laura said money. She didn't say how much money, but it's always a welcome gift this time of year. Absolutely.
And then Tiger shared a pretty fun story. So Tiger... It was the original Mariner Moose.
Right, the mascot.
Yes.
So this goes back to like 1990, and he was 21 years old.
Yeah, so they had a big employee party at Hamburger Mary's on Capitol Hill. And the Mariners owner at the time, Jeff Samuelian, he walked up to Tiger and said, "You're doing an awesome job." He went on and on about how great he was doing, thanked him, and handed him an envelope.
Yes.
So he couldn't even handle it. So he went in the bathroom to open the envelope, and he was like, "Holy, you know what? It was a check for almost $8,000 at age 21 in 1990.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
He gave back too. So Tiger gave back. He says, "I bought everything for everyone on their Christmas list that year, but then at the end of the month, turns out he got a call from his landlord saying, 'Hey, you forgot to pay your rent, buddy.'"
So his wife Shannon said that's true Tiger form, giving stuff away to other people and not worrying about himself as much, and he forgot to pay his rent.
The rent did get paid, just so
it did. He was on a payment
still holding
plan.
it over his head there.
Yeah,
very nice. Well, here we go for tomorrow.
Yeah. What's the question of the day?
The question of the day is straightforward and simple. What is your favorite holiday snack?
Now, I'd like to qualify that. When we say holiday snack, in my mind, it's like, what's that one thing that you get once a year, like that you really look forward to that's like snacky? So it could be like a favorite Christmas cookie. It could be like Chex Mix or Muddy Buddies.
Peppermint bark?
Peppermint bark.
I'm trying to think of something that's popular.
Isn't during the holidays when your dad would make those haystack things?
You mean Buckeyes?
Buckeyes, yeah.
Yes. Buckeyes are fantastic. Those are not limited to just the holidays, but that might be your answer.
For you?
Well, I'm thinking more. Those are great, but he used to make those all year long too. And when I go visit at Christmas, I'd bring back some for Super Jan.
Yes. Are you gonna?
Well,
will he make them?
I don't know if he'll make them anymore. He's in a much smaller place now that he's just in his apartment.
Why don't you guys make them together?
We might make them together.
I love that, Curt Cruz. You should make it together and bring some to me.
And bring some to you.
Yes.
All right. But getting back to the question.
Yeah, I think that people go all out and really bring out their holiday traditional recipes. And so what is that snack-wise for you?
And maybe we'll learn something we didn't know before.
And maybe you want to share a recipe.
Love that.
We're just taking it a step farther.
Well, we'll go with farther. All right. Let us know, and we'll have that for you tomorrow. All your answers on your favorite snacks.
Yes. Have an awesome day.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. Make good choices, find joy, spread kindness.